Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Talk About It 803. Guys, I'm here today with Chris. Oh my goodness, creator of Bila Bear Clothing. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's my first time actually being on a podcast or talk show, and like I said, I'm very appreciative to be here today. Very
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you, Chris. We want to talk about these t-shirts, these hoodies, this clothing brand that you have. How did you get started? Matter of fact, tell the people about you. What's your story?
Okay, what's my story? I guess it starts. I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit short because the story is quite long, but I actually started with a different idea. It was called the Hot Stuff Store, and it was also an online store, a website where people could go on there and kind of pick out small clothing brands. So it was a
Right.
collection of small clothing brands, each with a different story. And I really like the idea. I still do. I think that there's a future for it at some point, but I had to shut it down because it was a little bit hard to market all these different ideas.
Right, right.
It was in that moment of, I was kind of sad that I had to shut it down. And
Right.
a part of me was like, keep pushing forward, don't quit,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I was gonna keep going. I was gonna keep pushing, even though it seemed like I was falling, right?
Oh,
And in that moment, I was talking to a friend of mine. We were actually here. I go to university here in Dallas, UTD.
okay.
Um, we were here. It was after hours, and I remember talking to him about how bad I felt about the company, the website, and he was like, "Well, why don't you follow something that you're extremely passionate about? Like if there's another idea you have." And I told him the truth that I'd actually thought of Bila Bear previously,
Right.
but I'd already started the hot stuff store and I
Right.
had a later idea. But I was like, you know what? And he told me in that moment, he said, leave everything and start this new idea. And I was like, that's such a big risk. I failed at this one, right? What
Right.
makes you think I can do it with Build Bear? And he was like, you don't know. That's the point, right? But at
Absolutely.
least you're passionate. You have a story with this new brand. It's based on your sister,
Right.
and you can, I mean, you can try your best. I think this one has more traction, right?
Wow.
And so I decided to do that. So I made this clothing brand based on my sister because her name's Nabila. It's
Wow.
it's an Arabic name,
Mhm.
and we started calling her Bila for short.
Right.
Middle school, I think. And so one day I just thought of it. I was like, Bila Bear. It sounds really nice, rolls off the tongue nicely, and I was like, I like it. I like it.
Yes.
So that's how kind of we started, creating the designs. I worked with her. She hand drew some of them, and
Wow.
we got started.
So y'all work together on this. It's a
Dude,
family thing. That's
yeah.
good. That's awesome. I wish you could be here today, but that's real awesome. So I see the models that you have. I see the t-shirts. Why is it important to you that people purchase from Bila Bear?
Why is it important? I would say that we try our best to prioritize comfort while preserving the style that's used, the trendy style that's used today, especially with youth. So young adults between the ages of maybe 15 to 25. I think it's important because we tend to, like I said, we do everything from scratch when it comes to design.
Right.
So a lot of it is hand drawn by my sister.
Right.
And we never started it with the initial purpose of making a lot of money and just shutting it down or running
Right.
away.
Right.
Um, it was initially, like I said, just a thought I came up with, and I work at it every day, but it doesn't feel like work. It feels like something I really like doing. And even if I was making just enough to keep it afloat for
Right.
my life, I think I would still do it because it's just something I'm passionate about. Right.
That's
So I think people should keep that in mind when they're purchasing. It's not a company like a big, huge company that's
right.
not so focused on customer service, not so focused on creating those unique designs.
Right.
Because, like I said, we're very different from a lot of other brands out there.
Absolutely. And plus you have free shipping.
Yes, we have free shipping on all of our products, so that's something we
Okay.
like.
And it's very comfortable because I'm wearing it today. Very
Yes.
comfortable. I have the hoodie and I have the t-shirt, and I'm so excited. I love it.
That one is actually hand drawn.
This one right here?
That one's hand drawn, fully
Yeah.
hand drawn by my
Oh,
sister.
wow. Yes, I love it too. Very comfortable. Very, very, very comfortable. So let's talk about this. We're gonna slide this in here. You working on music?
Working on music a little bit, yeah. So I started producing when COVID hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
it was obviously like I'm sure you know as well. It was a big thing, right? We had to stay
Yes.
home
Yes.
and can really go out. So I kind of just I started watching a bunch of YouTube, right? That's the natural like TV.
Right.
And I saw these people making a lot of sick beats. I started listening to Dr. Dre, Tupac. I started doing a lot of different stuff, but it got me into the producing aspect. Um,
Okay.
so I told my dad one day, I said, this was when things had started getting a bit better. So you could go out with your mask. Um,
Right.
let's go to Guitar Center. I needed a birthday present, right? And I told him I have the perfect thing. Please, Dad, get this for me. And so he got me, and it's called an Akai MPK 349, I think. And
Okay.
so it's like a keyboard, but it's got
Mm-hmm.
like a pad, and it's a MIDI controller, which means you have to connect it to an external device. So I connect it to my computer at home, my Mac, and I use software like GarageBand, Logic Pro, and I make music using both instruments, right? So
Right.
it it was rough at first because I had no idea where to start. I was
Right.
new at this. I didn't have a teacher. I didn't,
Right.
and I truly thought at first like it's just gonna be a fun thing, but it ended up being that I had all that time, right, shut at
Right.
home to experiment and
Mm-hmm.
made some cool stuff. Eventually, it started getting better, and I would show it to my family. I'd be like, "What do you guys think?" And like I said, slowly it started improving to the point where I am really close to finishing like maybe I think 20 finalized beats at this point.
Wow.
And I'm thinking of releasing an album by the end of the summer, hopefully. So
Well,
we'll
that's dope. Yeah. You said hopefully. I can't wait because I know it's gonna happen.
yeah, I'm just scared a little bit. I've had it ready for quite a while. It's just been a
Mm.
little bit of I guess hesitation from my side to release because I'm afraid criticism. What are people gonna think? So
And
it's
that's why you should put it out because people are going to have their opinions about everything. You understand? So that's why you should do it. Just do it.
right. Yeah, I should just do.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna do it either way, and I'll see what people have to say.
Well, I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. So we want to talk about more of the products that you have on Bila Bear clothing. You have the llama. How did you come up with the llama bear? The
Oh
llama.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. So that was quite recent. I had gone to Oklahoma. I have family in Oklahoma, and
Okay.
for context, my dad's side is Arab, so he's Egyptian. So that's where Nabila comes from, right?
Right. Okay.
My name is not Arab, Chris, right? It's very
Right.
American, and so it's Catholic because my mom is Catholic, so she decided to name me Christopher, and she's from Peru. She's
Okay.
Yeah, so that's in South America. A lot of people probably know from Cusco, Machu Picchu, one of the seven wonders. Um, and she's from Lima. She's from the capital, so not Cusco, but we've been. And basically, the one thing I found out this year, I had no idea this was true. Llamas are actually authentic. Alpacas are authentic to Peru only. There are
Wow.
no alpacas anywhere else. So I've heard of alpacas in Mexico and other
Mhm.
places, but apparently they have to bring them all the way from Peru, which is
Really?
a huge thing.
Wow.
So my cousin in Oklahoma, he's Peruvian as well from my mom's
Okay.
side. He started a business selling llamas, selling llama plushies, like the ones I sell on the store.
Right.
But it was very local. He's not very technological. He's older. And so he made a good profit off of it. It's a good idea because not many people do it. There's rarely anyone who's doing it.
Right.
And so I visited him and I remember I saw it. And our motto at Bila Bear is cute and cuddly. I don't know if you
Right.
got onto that, but it is, that's our slogan. And
Yes.
so it's like I'm trying to think of the future and how we could expand, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And vision is not just bears. And
Right.
right now it's really just teddy bears. I'm thinking of expanding to other bears, polar bears, red pandas, they're a type of
Right.
bear, stuff like that. And then possibly just a collection of all animals.
Wow.
Um, and this is kind of going to help me do that. So it's a touch of the Peruvian part of the family.
Right. Right.
Kind of
Makes sense.
that same slogan. I'm thinking of having like a, so Bila Bear, we still have to work on it, see where it goes, and if it
Right.
takes, when it does, I will probably have a parent company, which will be maybe Bila Zoo. We're experimenting with Bila Zoo. Will have like a collection of animals.
Right.
So it's just ideas right now, but this is like the stepping stone, right?
Yes. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. See, you stay doing what you're doing. So now you just got to do it. You just got to do it. What is some advice that you would give someone, who maybe started a business or wanted to start a business like yourself or just any business and they wanted to give up? What advice would you give them?
What advice would I give? Okay, number one thing I should have done that I didn't do, and I'll openly admit it, be very prepared beforehand. Before you decide to launch the website, before you decide to do anything big like trademarking a logo, which costs money, all of that, make sure, first of all, that you've thought about it, you're absolutely certain you want to fly with that idea. And then if you do, start marketing it on social media. Social media is free.
Yes.
Don't do paid ads at first. Try free marketing. Free marketing can get you really, really far if you do it right.
Absolutely.
Do it right. A lot of people say it's so easy, just video here, video there, but it has to do a lot with captions, like captivating captions, hashtags, what kind of content you're producing, how short the videos are, how long the videos are. You need to hook people. People have such low attention spans now with TikTok and everything. So you need to get them interested like that. And that's tough. So my advice is like focus on marketing. If you don't know how to market, find someone who does. Figure it out, because as soon as you figure out how good marketing is and you see traction, people commenting, people liking, then you can go ahead and move forward with launching a website, with offering this and that, because you have a community, you have a following, you have a promised number of people who will most likely buy your products. But if you launch your website and you do all of that at first, it can be a struggle to get people in, True. So that would be the number one piece of advice. But I guess the other piece is, and I know people have said this over and over the years, but don't give up. Don't give up.
Don't.
People will tell you to give up. I actually have a small story, if it's allowed to talk about.
Yes, come on. Yes, tell it.
My dad, most people, they were like, okay, you're kind of crazy for going on this new business idea. First of all, when I started, the clothing industry, especially online, is so saturated. A lot of people have already started brands, and it's just a big thing right now. They were like, it's going to be so hard, it's so competitive. But I told them, hey, this is a unique story. No one's really not many people are doing cute and cuddly. Like I said, unique story, and I have a plan. I think this will scale. And it's about my sister, Not many people can say they have a brand about their sister. And so I truly believed in it. I decided to pursue it. My dad was the one who loaned me, I say loaned, gave me some money in good faith to start buying some of the stuff that I needed. Right. And he was like, I'm going to expect you to pay me back. But, I'm giving it to you in good faith. I know you can do it, whatever. And how many months has it been since I started this? I think maybe 3 months, 4 months. I want to say
Okay,
4 months ish. And I've made some sales. It's been scaling slowly,
good.
but it has been slow, I will admit. And so
Right,
it hasn't been a huge growth yet.
right.
Still working on it. I've seen improvement here. I've seen opportunities, and I'm taking them as they go. But he told me recently, I remember like a week ago, he said, I think you should cancel the business because I think you should shut it down.
Oh no.
He told me, I think you should shut it down because I don't see much traction going on right now. And I don't see how you're going to be able to pay me. And I was like, what have you always taught me, Dad? I was like, you've always taught me that no matter what, you can't give up. And I
Can't.
barely started. It hasn't even been half a year. I've learned that most businesses actually lose money within their first year. They don't
Right.
start money until their second year.
Absolutely. That's right. That's
So I
right.
told him, I said, I know you want me to give up, but you lent me that money in good faith. I'm promising you that I'm going to get it back to you and more. So I believe in it. I think it's a unique idea, and I think it will fly. We just need to give it time and work hard. You know,
Right.
because you won't believe sometimes I've had situations where I was about to give up, but I kept pushing, and it
Hmm.
ended up resulting in huge
See?
things that come your
Absolutely.
way. Um, and it's just, you just got to keep trying till the very end. Where most people would quit is where you have to keep going.
That's it. That's it. That's some good advice. It's so
So,
true though.
yeah.
That
So
is
that's
so true. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Now, I need you to tell the people where they can find you, where they can shop, all that good stuff. You already know how I go.
Yeah, so on Instagram, we're at Bila Bear Drip. So Bila Bear, Bear, and then Drip, Drip, at Bila Bear Drip. We were going to do at Bila Bear to keep it simple, but that
Uh-huh.
one was apparently taken.
Okay.
Username on Insta, so we had to use that. On TikTok, where we also post a lot, is at Bila.bear. So Bila.bear. And then our website is pretty simple. It's just Bila Bear, same spelling, Bila bear.com all together. If you type that in any search bar, it'll pop up. And then I know if you type it on Google, you usually have to put a space in between the Bila and the Bear because apparently when you put it together, other companies show up first. So bilabear.com if it's in the normal search bar, and then Bila space bear on Google. You can find everything on the website. Usually we have a contact form, we have a chat bot, which a lot of brands don't even have. So you should check that out. If you have any questions, you can usually have them answered through the little chat bot there. If not, if you have a customized question, it'll send me an email or one of my team members. I have a team for customer service, and they'll answer you ASAP. So that's basically where you can find us. All of our each one of our products, if you look on there, has all the details from materials to shipping to care instructions, how you should wash your clothes properly. And so it's got everything on there. It's also got size guides so that you kind of know, because shopping online can be tough to know what fits you, what runs true to size, what runs a little bit bigger. So that kind of helps with that. And so, yeah. And if you have any questions, you can always email us at drip@bilabear.com. So drip, DRIP, at bilabear.com is our email. Or like I said, you can go on our website and use the contact form. It'll send us a message. So
Awesome. Chris, thank you. Thank you so very much for coming through. I really appreciate this. But until next time, I'm gonna try to fly out. I never flew on a plane before, but we're gonna fly out so we can be hands-on next time.
that would be great. And I actually wouldn't be opposed to flying over there, honestly.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be great too. Yeah,
I
we got to put
started
something together.
Right. I started a podcast for this brand
Okay.
recently, and I haven't released anything yet. So I'm also on the same, train of like starting my own and hoping to elevate the brand that way. So I would be glad to go over there and talk to you.
Oh man, that's awesome. Oh yeah, we definitely got to put something together. But I want to say thank you for coming through to Let's Talk About It 803, guys. This is episode 45 with Chris, creator of Bila Bear. Guys, don't forget to check him out, support his page, go online, purchase a t-shirt or a hoodie, a sports bra, a llama, anything. Guys, support us. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace.